Greetings, welcome again to another video. This video, guys, people ask, um, why does the narcissist not want to leave? Is that real? The appearance of them wanting to leave, but yet doing everything to cause separation or, uh, you know, um, disruption of the relationship. You know, this is part of their dysfunctionality and part of their ability to induce chaos or chaotic situations within relationships or partnerships, you name it. For the most part, the narcissist is based on having their own way. Okay, the narcissist is all about getting, uh, what they want. Getting everything done in the way that they see it best fit for them to have. So, and in many ways, even though the narcissist may come off as they need you so much, they don't know what they would do without you. The inner part, the inner core operating part of them is self-sabotaging. And it's going to cause them to do the exact opposite of what they say that they want. So the narcissist will profess to you all day long about how special you are to them, how much you mean to them, but yet in behavior, do the exact opposite. They will be disruptive, they will be unruly, out of control in a lot of instances. And this behavior is counterintuitive to what is supposed to be happening when someone is trying to give full cooperation. And this is your first key to understanding that the narcissist is not operating in a realistic playing field of reality. The narcissist has so many different, um, I guess you can say, uh, 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 competing interests and motives within themselves that they can't sustain a normal, effective relationship in anything for any long course of period of time. And they know this. They're going to start to break down, they're going to start to disrupt, dismantle because of the self sabotaging, core dysfunctionality within them. And when you are put in position to experience this, you'll see that you can go over a situation or something you don't like and make it very plain and clear, and the narcissist will agree and say, yeah, I understand. But we'll turn around the next day or so or 2 days later and do the exact same thing that you just spoke on, that you just mentioned. And this is a key indicator that you're not reaching them. When they're listening, they're not listening to you for an understanding. They're just listening so that you can finish talking so that they don't have to hear you anymore. But there's nothing that's being understood. There's nothing that's being, um, you know, put in place for them to work on. And instead, the narcissist uses a tactic called future faking to build up the hope and expectation within you to feel as though it's going to get better at a specific date later to come, which only buys them time, and it makes you become more patient and become more understanding to the individual who has no intentions on changing, who has no intentions on correcting anything that is disruptive to what you're experiencing with them. Now, along with that, there's the tactic of, they call it managing down your expectations, to where the narcissist purposely, deliberately acts out deliberately goes against what you are not fond of, and causes a deliberate conflict to see how far they can go with you, to see how far you allow them to carry on in that way before you reach your breaking point. Now, is at that breaking point, do they, they'll fall back and then try to make the, false apology, the fake makeup, and get you to get back on track with, being okay with them. But this is all part of control. If you are playing this game with them, you are displaying just how controllable you are to the narcissist, which is you're giving them, so much information, so much intel on how to manipulate you, on where to press you before you're at your absolute um, ends with, at least to where you're not gonna stand for anything. But they know where exactly to stop and to pull you back in with other tactics like the future faking, the fake epiphanies, and the sort. But if you engage with that and they're successful, the narcissist kind of sees it as, it's a game. It becomes fun. You're like a toy. You're simply used as a part of their amusement at this point. Be mindful, you have absolutely zero value to them. And this is why it's so easy, for the narcissist to say, well, I want to be with you, but yet they still do the same things to, make you not want to be with them. Right? But this is the game. This is fun because it's giving them attention. It's allowing them to practice their manipulating skills on someone. And it covers that power, that thirst for power, that thirst for control that they have, right? It's something that they are able to sit back and you know kind of get a thrill out of, so in the end the narcissist does all this stuff and they say they want you and stuff, and behave this way because essentially it's a game. And that's all it is from day one. And until you understand this, until you really fully digest that you're not involved in a situation with someone who has any purpose for what you think you are trying to establish with them. There is no purpose. It's only a game. And the games never stop. Until you understand that, you'll often be questioning yourself and wondering, why do they do this? And, knowing that this can cause, because they don't see any engagement as anything valuable, as anything significant, especially if it's outside of them. Anything outside of them is just meant to be played with. It's all a game in the end. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say for this video. I won't keep too long on here. Do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Definitely, if you haven't got my the ebook, the Narcissist Awareness Training Academy ebook, you definitely want to get that. A lot of information packed in there. A lot of stuff covering from A to Z. It is a course, so there's some tests and stuff in there. I'll leave the link for the Departure of Empathy documentary that we put out too as well. And until next time, guys, be mindful, stay on point, stay awake, and stay true to yourselves. And have a good one.